everyone, this is Math is Mathing, and today we are going to solve more problems in algebra. So this is algebra 1, and we are going to solve more problems here. So don't forget to grab a pen and a paper, or if you're using a tablet, don't forget to take your pen and start solving together with me. And you can write questions about it if there's no place you do not understand, so you can put them in the comment section. And if you want to learn into depth, you can always tune in to the classroom, and you will have more questions. You'll be able to view more questions there, and have assignments, solve more problems, and you are able to upload them, and I'll be able to correct you in the comment. And if you want one-on-one, you can book a sessions for that. So thank you so much for you being here. So let's get into it. So in the last class, we learned about variables, and now we had like questions, and then the last part, I even gave you a question to solve. So if you can go back and look for it, the link, you can see it on top of the screen. Click on that. We have two parts for that. So click on the screen and you can go and look for first in that, so that you can be able to understand these questions. It's a deeper dive of the what we learned last time. We have simple questions and complex questions, and I'm gonna go as fast as I can to solve these questions. So don't forget to listen very carefully in this question, so you can understand algebra more. Um, so the first example, this is gonna be example 3. It's 5x minus 3 plus y, where x is equals to 12 and y is equals to 19. So we are going to solve this equation. You can grab your calculator or you can use your mind. So for me, I am going to use most of my mind right now. I like to solve the problem using my mind. So we are going to use substitution for this equation. So 5, you already know that is 12, so it's going to be 5 times 12 minus 3 plus 19. 5 times 12 is 5 times 2 is 10. It's 6 20. So 5 times 4 is 20, which is going to be 29. So the next question is going to be, but here we do not have a variable, so we just have expressions, arithmetic expression. So we're going to solve this equation. This is 424. This is 4, so 24 divided by 4, that is going to be 6. So the answer is going to be 6. So what if we have a variable, for example, x squared plus x is equals to 0. So to simplify this is going to be, so you're going to move x outside. So it's going to be x plus 1 is equals to 0. For this reason, here it means that there's x and there's x plus 1. So here it means that mathematically, so logically, x is going to be equals to 0 and x plus 1 is going to be equals to 0. So x is equals to 0 and x plus 1 is equals to 0. So x is equals to -1. So we have two answers for this equation when we are told to simplify. If we go into another substitution equation, is going to be, So solve these equations. A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2, C is equals to 3. So A, let's just say 1, let's not confuse. So 1 is equals to 2B plus 2. So here it's going to be 2B plus 4. So we already know B is equals to 2. So it will be 2 times 2 plus 4, which is going to be 4 plus 4, which is going to be 8. So the answer here is 8. And when it's for the next question is going to be A divided by CB, which is A is 1 divided by C minus B is 3 minus 2, which is 1 divided by 3 minus 2 is 1. So the answer is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. Okay, so those are the simple questions which you can solve. But if you want to dive deeper, don't forget to check in the class. We might have more questions. And for the hardest, if you find there's any hard question, don't forget to comment on it, and then I will reply to you as fast as possible. So let's go to diagrams. For example, you're told to find an area of the rectangle. So the rectangle looks like this. So the size of a rectangle is, that's a rectangle. This is a rectangle. The square is going to be like this. All the sides are equal. Just say side, 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 side. So all the sides are equal. This is a square. For the light rectangle, which has 90 degrees, so the sides will be like this. This is longer than this sides. That is a rectangle. I mean, the triangle. So, for example, you're told to find area of the rectangle. Area of a rectangle can be solved. Let's call area A. This is area is A. So area is equals to A is equals to L, which is length, dot W, which is width, and perimeter, which is P, is equals to 2L plus 2W. But the area of the rectangle is area, which is A, is equals to a half. Oh, let's change this to be X, Y, and Z so that people cannot confuse. Area A is equals to X times Y. And for the square, for the perimeter, oh, my handwriting, perimeter, which is P is equals to, we can put X plus Y plus Z. That's the perimeter. So when you're this are the expressions. We see that they have the variables and they have the sign, the symbols, which is equality, and they have the expression, variable expressions. So for example, when you are trying to solve a question, maybe L here is equals to 3, and this is equals to 4, this is equals to 4, this is equals to 3, this is equals to 5, and then the sides maybe is equals to 3. So when you're finding the area of the square, area is equals to side square. So the perimeter of the square is 4 times all the sides. So I'm going to solve one example for area, one example P, this, and this. And then, yeah. So let's solve the area of a rectangle. A is equals to L times W. So this is 3 times 4, which is 12. And P for the rectangle is 2 times 3, 2 times L plus 2 times W, which is 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4, which is, this is 6, and this is 8, which will be 14. Okay, for the area of the square is going to be S squared, which is 3 squared, which is 9. For the P is equals to 4 times S, which is 4 times 3, which is 12. And then for the triangle, area is equals to 1/2 times x times y, which is 3 times 4, which is 1/2 times 12, which is 6. And P is equals to x plus y plus z, which is 4 times plus 3 plus 5, which is 7, plus 5, which is 12. Okay, I just want to say these are the common examples which you can find when solving the area perimeter, area like for the rectangle, square, and triangle. I just want to clarify that why do we divide this by 2? Because in parallelogram looks like this. So for the area of parallelogram is x times y. So for the rectangle, this is a rectangle, this is a rectangle. That's why we divide by 2. These are the examples I want to share with you today. And if you like to dive deeper again, please don't forget to check the classroom there. I have given more questions, and I've also solved the questions which are hard from the questions which I have provided. So don't forget to check those questions, and thank you for tuning in today. This is Mathing 101. Thank you and have a lovely day.